Welcome, everybody. I am coming to you not so live from my office studio, whatever you want to call it. Um, I haven't had that inspiration as of late, but I did want to make a video to maybe you can post it around to friends and, maybe open some eyes. It is about this pandemic that's going on, and I want to share just a couple of thoughts and try to keep this video as short as possible. So the main three things you need to be doing, regardless of how you feel about this, wash your hands, keep your distance, and stay home if you're sick. It's really simple stuff, and I can't believe some people are having trouble with that. Like it's really not that hard. Just if you're feeling sick, stay home. Um, if you handle something, just wash your hands more than usual. 20 seconds, sing the birthday song twice, you're good to go. Warm or hot water, any of that'll work. And keep your distance. This is something that you should always be doing, not necessarily because of the pandemic, but because stay out of people's bubbles and it'll be over a lot sooner. Let me get water. So I have 5 points I want to go over, just a quick overview of what you should be doing as a responsible person. Number one, don't post stupid shit on social media. Lately, there has been a lot of misinformation going around. Lots of people posting from blogs, Twitters, stuff that isn't reputable. If you really want to help, don't post things off of sites like that. Make sure they're from reputable news sites like your local news or something directly from the White House, anything of that nature. Um, if it is from a local news site or state run or whatever, make sure it doesn't have a sensationalist title. The other day I come across one from the Fresno Bee, and the title was "More than half of Californians will be infected by coronavirus in 2 months." That's over 20 million people, and that's all the information it gave you. And that is completely wrong because if you click on it and read the article, the part it leaves out is if left unchecked. Well, no shit. It upsets me, it irritates me because a good portion of this country is very scared right now, and posting crap like that doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't. Please do your part and don't do stuff like that. Number two, the numbers will spike in the next week or so as new tests become available. There has been news today of I don't recall what company, of a company creating a new test that could have results by the end of the day. That's great for getting people into quarantine because we know right then, get your ass home and stay there. Unless you need to be hospitalized, but that's neither here nor there. However, that also means we're going to find a lot more cases that we didn't know about. And it could seem scary at first, but you got to remember we the more tests we put out there and perform, the more cases we're going to find. And more than likely, if people follow the guidelines, they'll already be at home self quarantined and we don't have to worry about it. Again, unless you need to be hospitalized. But you just got to remember that as we get more of a grasp on this, the numbers will spike. That doesn't necessarily mean that the virus is spreading. It just means that we're finding it and we're isolating it as soon as possible. So if anything, that's kind of a good thing. People being infected, not a good thing, but finding the people that are infected is a good thing. If you do have a loved one that's sick or is diagnosed with something like this, make sure you're there as much as you can. Be supportive and make sure, to comfort them any way possible. Do what you can that will also keep you safe. Number three is kind of a big one. It's something that people are legitimately scared about, but realistically, you don't really have to worry. It's that people are scared that Trump or the government's going to call for martial law. Never happened in this country. I don't think it'll ever happen. It's definitely not going to happen now. The biggest reason is that Mr. Orange Man himself already wants to ease the restrictions on the 15 days to slow the spread, the wait period. He already wants to get everybody who's sick in quarantine so people that are not sick can go back to work and we can get back to business. right way of thinking, but obviously you got to find that nice balance. Um, but calling martial law essentially means that the economy is done for, like completely kaput. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't, sort of thing. Um, and Trump's more about the economy than obviously anything else. Number 4, stay home if you can. Whether you're sick or not, just try to avoid public places, going out. But if you go outside to work out or just take a walk like I do, just stay away from people, exercise the 6-foot rule. You'll be golden. Just stay at home when you can. Do your civil duty. Just also, it is a good idea that if you have delivery service within the town, city, wherever you live, utilize that. Utilize the crap out of it. It may break your diet. It may not. It kind of depends on who you have and what you can order from. Number 5 is the big one because we're still having this problem. Because I'm in Northern California, we only have a handful of cases up here. They're already self-quarantined and blah, blah, blah. But we still have people coming into stores like Walmart and Target and all that, just being complete dicks. And if you know anybody like that, or if you are one of those people, you need to stop that. This is not the time to be a complete asshole to people who are putting health and their lives online just to keep your crap stocked so you can go in there and buy yourself a Pepsi or anything that you probably don't need but you wanted anyways. And yes, I understand people are very, very frustrated that toilet paper's not in, hand sanitizer's not in. That's stuff we cannot control. So, I mean, either take it in stride or stay home. Don't be bringing your frustrations out to a public working place or to your delivery driver who is delivering to you. You can be a lot more kind. And I want to leave it on this final thought. Just be smart about everything you do. Work together. Remember, you could be infected and you just don't know it. While more tests are being shipped out, not everybody's being tested. Only the severe cases on down. So you could have a mild case of this virus and essentially not know it. And that's where it comes into, if you feel sick or anything like that, just stay home. Don't even come out. And I hope this helps somebody. While there is a good chunk of people who are doing it, there's also a good chunk not caring. And it's fine if you don't care. You can think and feel how you want, but don't put other people's lives and sanity at risk because you just don't care. Get over yourself. This is a lot bigger than us, a lot bigger than the country. It's the whole goddamn world. So everybody, stay safe out there. Make sure you support your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we'll get through this. We definitely will. It's not the end of the world, but don't let it come close.